It's gone. It was only imaginary anyway. I'm Ian Hunter, a descendant of the original inhabitants of where we are right now, the Wurundjeri people. I know, welcome to country, some people go, oh, not another one. Well, you see, a few people are from Melbourne. You've probably seen everybody handing out the gum leaves. There's a bit of a problem with that. As people leave, they usually leave them behind. Well, I've come up with another thing. See, I'm about to sing you a song. And the song contains 4 words. The first word is Gigal, go away. The next one is Namuji. Yeah, Namuji. I'm not Namuji. The next word is Gumbalai, meaning come back. The other one is Kulin. So the sentence means, Gigo Namuji Gumbalai Kulin. Go away, white fella. Come back, black fella. When I was at school, I remember a fellow said to me, or our teacher said to me, he said, punctuation is extremely important for the written word. You can express yourselves when you're actually speaking the word. For instance, he said, don't come too late. Can have its opposite meaning. The same as those 4 words. But those 4 words are a positive sound, or a positive meaning go away being a white fella. Don't be a white fella all your life. Be the same as my ancestral people were. Look after one another and look after the land. So hopefully this song will stay somewhere here from now on. Like, you know, you hear a song and you wake up and you're like, oh, that song's in my mind again. And hopefully this chant will stay there, something like this. Giganamuji, 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 Gambala Kulan, Giganamuji, 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 Gambala Kulan, Gambala Kulan, Giganamuji, Giganamuji, Gambala Kulan, Gambala Kulan, Gambala Kulan, Giganamuji. Wominjeka, welcome to the land of the Wurundjeri people. Wominjeka, thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Wominjeka, thank you.
Welcome to the TikTok Works Performance Tour. I am your host, Danielle Rigg-Smith, and today the focus is on creative, one of my favourite topics. We're going to show you what drives creative performance on TikTok. Now at TikTok, we look to inspire creativity and bring joy to our communities each and every day. And I have one request of you today, and that's to have fun with us and enjoy the show. Now, it's no secret that TikTok sits in a unique space. We sit somewhere between traditional social media platforms and traditional entertainment platforms. But TikTok is bringing a new dimension to the entertainment experience by combining content with conversation. TikTok's unique ecosystem has also changed how brands integrate commerce into the entertainment experience. On TikTok, you don't just move consumers through the purchase funnel, you build trust and relevancy through entertainment. That's why hashtags like TikTok made me buy it gained traction so quickly and has had over 52 billion views globally. Can we just marinate in that for a moment? 52 billion views globally. Now, the success on the platform is fueled by creativity, and it's no secret that creativity plays an incredibly important role in driving outcomes for brands. And today, we're here to tell you that even though we may appear different and we are unique in the media landscape, what makes effective performance creative is the same as any other platform. TikTok has simply reimagined what that looks like. So today, you're going to hear from TikTok marketing, product, and creative experts as they unpack creative performance and what that looks like on TikTok, as well as solutions that are available for you. Then we're going to head into a panel discussion with industry experts to discuss their performance journey and share their tips and tricks. The panelists also have the opportunity to answer some questions. So please scan this QR code and ask questions throughout the keynotes that are happening throughout the morning, and we will do our best to answer those live on stage for you later in the end of the panel. So let's get started. Let me introduce you to Bella and Ankita from TikTok, who are here to help us understand what drives creative performance on the platform. Over to you, ladies.
The urge to break into song and dance with this mic is high.
Love that. Hello, everyone. I'm Bella. I'm from TikTok Marketing Science team. Here we help advertisers to evaluate and improve your marketing effectiveness.
And I'm Ankita, a creative strategist that has the absolute pleasure of working with agencies and brands like yourselves to make your ideas thrive and perform on platform. And today, we are here to bring you the art
and the science together. So traditionally, art and science, as you know, are treated as two separate disciplines. But when these two are combined together, it's clear to see the impact the one has on the other. And at their core, art and science both are about observations and interpretations. No matter it's using scientific data or techniques like VR or AI to create art, or use art to understand and communicate science. Both work hand in hand. And as mentioned earlier, creative is a very valuable variable that drives campaign success on any platforms. And today, we're going to unpack what other creative elements really drives conversions on TikTok. So I've also heard there's a perception from people saying creating a video for TikTok is a very complicated task, often requiring extensive editing skills or knowledge or mastery of latest trend or techniques. This is not true. What we will show you is that with the right approach and mindset, it's easy to create compelling and engaging creatives that resonates with TikTok's vast audience and drives great performance. So what we did is Australian TikTok Marketing Science team, we reviewed over 1,000 performance creatives, looking at over 15 creative elements or levers, and run an exploratory data analysis to see what creative levers drives higher conversion lift.
And the good news is that the advertising principle we know, love, and have used for years is the same on platform. They are integrate your brand cues early, have a distinct call to action, showcase your product through demonstration, include and show features and benefits, as well as show the price of your product. Like I said, this is stuff that we all know. What we need to do from this point is figure out how we use that in a way that is built for TikTok or in a way that is sympathetic to the platform. The amazing thing is that when we use these 5 core creative fundamentals together in performance ads, there is a 2.3x lift in conversion rate, which we, of course, love. So Bella, let's get into it.
Sure. So first things first, to drive conversions, we need to build a memory linkage between the advertisement and your brand. By integrating your brand cues early on, the audience will recognize the message even though they don't watch the entire ad. This is important. As you can see on the screen, we found that creative assets that utilize 1 to 2 brand cues drives 56% lift in conversion rate compared to those without any brand cues.
And when we say brand cues, it doesn't mean just putting your logo up front and then forgetting about it. It's about including or incorporating your brand in a way that is really native to the platform, whether it's through voiceovers, it could be through product unboxing, or even text overlays. So let's see that in action and watch this example by BedThreads.
Time for some new bedding, and of course we had to go with BedThreads. We love the 100% flax linen and amazing range of colors, which you can mix and match using their online bundle creator.
It arrives straight to our door and we love all the colors. We couldn't wait to get them on our bed and see the new look. It's such a nice, soft and playful color palette, perfect for this room. We've used BedThreads for years now. We love how natural and sustainable they are.
Lots of love, Josh and Matt.
As you can see here, Josh and Matt, the creators, integrated the Beththreads brand in 2 ways. One is through voiceovers, and the second one is through product packaging, which of course has the Beththreads logo all over it. By using the creator voice along with the product unboxing shot, what they've done is they've integrated the brand early in a really seamless native way. We're actually going to watch another example where the brand is introduced within the first 2 seconds.
This what I do. It look good, don't it? You know what it is. It's a sheet mask moment. Ain't nobody really glow like me. Take care of myself and I feel it so free. Garniers, you know I stay fresh. Make time for my mask so I never get stressed. No stress. You know it. You got it. You glowing.
What we love is that not only have they showcased the brand and the product in all its glory at the start, they've also infused their brand name, Garnier, into the music track as well, which I will be singing long after this keynote. The thing is, it just makes sure this is like a reminder for everyone to not forget about sonic brand cues, because they're so powerful in just, having our memory, or what do you call it, like stimulate our memory.
Nice one with this early and diverse brand cues. So next, call to action drive conversions. Our data has shown that creative assets that include a call to action component resulted in a 30% lift in conversion rate. More importantly, we found that call to action drives a multiplier effect when it's combined with other creative effectiveness elements. For instance, when you combine a call to action with a price point that actually supercharges your performance campaign, when these 2 elements are combined, we see an impressive 87% lift in conversion rate. This is a really powerful strategy that packs the punch.
That's right, Bella. If you want people to take in action, you need to tell them what you want them to do next. So ensure you have a visual or an audio call to action across all your creatives. Now, to showcase that, let's watch this example by Culture Kings.
The Culture Kings After Payday sale just got better. We've added a 3 for $99 95 deal and thousands of new styles on top of sneakers dropping every single day. So be quick, these deals won't last.
Love this example because not only is the call to action direct, they say big, quick, these deals won't last, which is so good because it creates that urgency and calls for direct action. Now, when you have a call to action, make sure it's direct, it's concise, and really clear, but also have fun with it. Make sure your call to action is creative. Think beyond the shop now.
Brilliant example. Even I'm a bit afraid of missing out those deals now. Going to get it? Well, next, product demos. Showcasing your product in action is another highly effective way to demonstrate the product experience and encourage trials. In fact, product demos is an incredibly powerful tool to generate conversion lift. So what we see on the screen is when you have a product in action, it's actually resulting into 175% lift in conversion rate. So this is a really simple but impactful approach that will get your performance campaign to the next level. And Kita, do we have a good example of it?
Yes, the good old product demo. It still works on TikTok. So about that example, let's watch this one by Quadlock where they show their case in action.
You've probably seen the Quadlock case around. I'm going to show you how this securely attaches to your Quadlock car mount. Firstly, we've got the case, a beautiful matte finish, edge-to-edge protection, feels great in your hands. Most importantly, you get that drop protection. Secondly, we've got the car mount, industrial strength suction cup, super rigid body. All you need to connect is that little 1/8 turn like that. Now, using maps on a long drive, especially if you've got Spotify running as well, can really drain your battery. So add the optional wireless charging head to keep your phone charged as you drive. And that's it, guys. That's the Quadlock case and car mount. We've also got bike mounts, running armbands, motorbike mounts, and so much more at quadlockcase.net, so go check it out.
I think we all can agree that dropping our phones is a nightmare, especially if you do it as many times as I do. So it's really good to see that case up and close and what it looks like. So they've also not only showcased the case up and close, but they've also showcased the versatility, the diversity, and the use cases of that case, which is really good and brings us to our next fundamental, which is showcase your product, features, and benefits. So what comes together with a good product demo is really illustrating the product features and benefits along with it. Tell the people what's unique about your product, why it would be useful to them, really showcase the value of your product or service. Just look at this example by Maybelline. I mean, this gift really says it all. It showcased the key benefit of their product, which, need I say, is the full coverage of their Superstay foundation. Now, by showcasing these features and benefits of your product, what you're essentially doing is minimizing the risk for your consumers and making them just feel so confident in their purchase decision. And when it comes to showcasing these product and benefits, it doesn't have to just be of a physical product. I know a lot of you work on services as well. It can absolutely be of a service as well. So let's look at an example by Dyson in the US, which shows that.
Did you know you could get a blowout at the Dyson flagship in New York? I went to the Fifth Avenue store to try it out. First, you do a consultation. These are all the different styles that you can pick from. Then you get a wash and dry. My stylist used the new Dyson Airwrap on me. This is a really genius way to try products like the Airwrap if you're not sure how to use it or want to try it before purchasing. I've been using the Airwrap for years, but even I learned some new tips, like using the round brush attachment to build volume at the top, using pins to set my curls as they cool, and finishing with the smoothing dryer attachment to tame flyaways. My stylist even showed me how to clean my Airwrap filter, which I didn't even know I had to do. The service is $50 and that can be applied to a product of your choice. And another bonus, my stylist told me they typically have stock of the Airwrap even when it's sold out online everywhere else. This is honestly one of the best blowouts I've had in New York. Look at the shininess and bounciness. It also really lasted. Here is my hair 2 days after the blowout, still thriving after I slept in a bun and sweat at the gym. If you're in New York, definitely book an appointment and follow for more hair tips.
What's great is that takes the consumers through what it is like if they book an appointment at the Dyson store, almost step by step. So what you're doing with showcasing the features and benefits of your services is you're taking out the unknown for the consumer and, again, making them feel confident and encouraging them to book an appointment, in this case, at the Dyson flagship store.
Absolutely love this. So we talk about the value of your product, how important it is, but don't forget, consumers values value for money. I love that. Especially in current economic environment, right? So price your product to success. Tell them how much it's going to cost them and use that way to ease that decision-making process. And combining these core elements drives a multiplier effect on conversion rate as well. So showing a price and a product in use can actually drive over 100% lift in conversion rate. Our data also shows what's better is that including a price point, a product demo, and a promotion message can result into a substantial lift of 149% of conversion rate. It's really a winning combination that delivers results on TikTok.
I know what you're all wondering. How do we incorporate price into our creatives? Of course, I'm here to tell you. Check out this really awesome example by Platypus. What they've done is highlighted the price through overlay text, and they've actually shown it across the different products that they are showing visually on screen. Now, what is great about what they've done is not only do they have the original price of the product, but they also have included the discounted price, which is so good because you know that mid-season sale is on. Let's look at another example here by Culture Kings. Now, what they do is not just have the price through overlay text, but also through audio. Press play, please.
Get 3 items for only $79.95 or 2 for $119.95 this Easter weekend. Jump online to cop yours today.
The music at the end, always so good. They've got the price, they've got the promotion, they've got the call to action in all under less than 10 seconds. Chef's kiss, I tell you. So those were the 5 fundamental creative levers for effective lower funnel advertising on TikTok. Now, we know that all brands are unique, and what works for some does not work for others. So think about these 5 fundamentals almost like a capsule wardrobe, right? It's the basics that we all need, but you will also need a few statement pieces in your repertoire. So what if we give you 3 more additional creative levers that you can test and learn based on your brand's own personal style. I'm really going with this fashion analogy theme here. So Bella, hit us with the first one.
Yes. VoiceOver will be an easy one to start with. So most of our TikTok users, they spend their time on the platform with sound on. So sound is really a powerful tool to capture attention on TikTok. So at TikTok, we give business a fun and easy way to share your message through sound. Our data has shown that when creative incorporate a voiceover in advertising can lead to an additional 12% increase in conversion rate. It's a simple yet effective way to really have a positive impact on your performance marketing efforts. Do I have a good example on that?
Absolutely, Bella. The voiceovers may seem humble, but they're actually a really powerful tool to get across all the fundamentals that we spoke about. Voiceovers can do brand, they can talk about your price, they can talk about your call to action, they can do it all, basically. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the next example by Dell.
Best part about working for myself is I can work anywhere at any time. I literally work on the go. That's why I need a really good laptop, and today I got myself a new one from Dell. This one is the Dell XPS. I did a little bit of an unboxing and it was so satisfying. I've never had a laptop with a touchscreen, so I'm super excited to use this feature. I then made my way to my best friend's house, and look, we do have matching laptops, and for some reason she had this random photo of me. I'm a bit confused as well. I then did a little bit of work on my website, and guys, it's got a long battery life, which is perfect when traveling, and it's got a really slim design. I'm actually about to catch a flight right now, and my Dell XPS is packed and ready to go.
As you saw and heard in that video, the voiceover reinforces the message, so about the brand, as well as personal anecdotes of how it's beneficial to the consumer and the creator body as well.
Love that. So well, voiceover converting through ears. So next one, text overlay. Text overlay is a highly effective way to visually engage and spark interest among your potential consumers, resulting in a significant 64% lift in conversion rate. It's also get amplified when it's combined with a strong call to action, where we see the lift reach to 68%.
So use text overlays to highlight relevant information, as well as your call to action, like Bella said. By incorporating concise and really visually appealing text overlays, you can not only grab the attention of your audiences, but you can also get your message across really effectively. Here is an example by CeraVe that does
I'm going to tell you how to add CeraVe's new skin renewing range into your routine. Use vitamin C in the morning and retinol and night cream in the evening for your best skin, the one you're in.
So you see there, it reinforces that message again, and it's especially good for things that might be harder to catch through voice, like ingredients in that case.
100% agree. And finally, let's look at the key differentiator of TikTok, our creator community. So what we found is that the impact of creator on TikTok can almost be doubled when integrated with other effective creative elements. For example, so having creator demonstrate a product in use or talk about a promotion can result in a 14% lift in conversion rate compared to those average. It's really an opportunity for you and your brand to leverage the impact of TikTok creator to maximize your conversion results. And Kita, let's show one last example of this.
Love it. Creators are platform experts, and they communicate key messages in a really effective way, as well as so native to the platform. So here is that example, the creator-led one by Catch, where they worked with creator and home renovator, Cara.
Fresh sheet day, and I'm using these vintage wash French linen sheet sets from Catch. I'm using Super King, so they're really generous in size for this big bed. I have the white and the khaki, and these are both on sale as part of Catch Fest from the 6th to the 10th of November over at catch.com.au.
Cara, you don't need to tell me twice. I will buy that linen very easily. So let's recap the creative levers that you can pull for effective performance ads. Ultimately, you have the 5 fundamentals: integrate your brand early, include a call to action, showcase your product in action through a demonstration. We have showing features and benefits, and also show the price so you can entice audiences, especially if it's on sale. In addition, we have voiceovers, text overlays, and use of creators, which you should use to test and learn based on what works for your brand.
Thank you, Ankita. Now, let's look at a bigger picture. If you think about a performance campaign, it's basically to capture current consumer needs by sales activation, right? So performance campaign explode current need, but there will be a natural cap when the current demand are met. Therefore, there's a need of your brand campaigns to really to build that future demand for you. Let's take it to the full funnel, entering the world of brand performance, combining the best of both worlds. So the job of your brand activity on TikTok is to build a memory links between the brand and the buying situations, generating and capturing demands. And your performance campaign is to really to help to create that urgency to drive, use attractive hooks, as we mentioned, to drive conversions. However, we know that run a successful full funnel campaign, integrated creative is key. Do we have any insights from creative point of view, Ankita?
Of course, Bella. Thought you'd never ask. When coordinating brand and performance creative, design creative assets to make sure that there is a distinct branding and style, so everyone that looks at these ads will know it's from the same brand or product. And even when you're setting up the campaign, make sure that the audience targeting is the same, so your lower funnel performance activity can actually leverage the brand awareness from your brand activity. Drawing this visual funnel for you. The good news is when you coordinate these two, brand and performance creative, we've seen a lift in conversion by 3.5x.
And we've seen brand performance works on TikTok. So adding a brand campaign to your marketing can really drive improved efficiency and effectiveness of your conversion campaigns. On aggregated level, what we're saying is running a full campaign delivers 14% lower cost per acquisition and 15% higher conversion rate. We have now launched a specific brand performance test to help you to understand the conversion lift driven by adding a brand campaign to your performance activity. Talk to your TikTok team after the session to understand how can you unlock this for your brand. All right. So finally, we have a simple framework to help maximize your performance campaigns on TikTok. We call this as 3 V's of performance creative effectiveness. So firstly, use that 5 fundamental of creative levers to build strong performance results. Also test and learn with other fun creative elements to see what works best for your brand, your audience, and your market. Next, people ask me a lot, now having amazing creatives, how many of them should I be using in my campaign? How often should I refresh it? So from a media best practice point of view, that means having a right mix of volume and velocity. So basically it says we should aiming for at least 3 to 5 ads per ad group and refresh them every 2 to 3 weeks to maximize the results.
Amazing. So there you have it. You're all set to create some amazing performance creatives. Of course, we don't expect you to remember everything that we just spoke today and committed to memory. So as some of you have already done, who hasn't, take out your phones, scan that QR code, and bookmark this for later. Bella, how was that for a call to action?
I love it.
Thank you, thank you. Next up, we are going to pass the baton to the stunning Jules, excuse my bad French accent, who will take you through all the area of creative tools that we have to support the production of your creative performance assets. Give it up for Jules.
Thanks, Ankita and Bella. Hi everyone, my name is Jules. I'm a product marketing manager here at TikTok, and I am super excited to be here today. So as today is all about creativity, I've been told to let my creative side shine today. So my apologies in advance for the overwhelming amount of stickers, unnecessary stickers in the slide that you're just about to see. So Ankita and Bella just did an amazing job running us through the creative best practices on the platform. And I know that it might sound that there's quite a lot of boxes to tick, but don't worry, because we've got you. We've worked hard to build a creative toolbox for performance advertisers. You're welcome. And it includes quite a few products and platforms that are really going to make your life easier. So I've selected a few to present today, so let's get into it. Starting with our first product, video shopping ads. So this one is my favorite product. What are video shopping ads? Well, video shopping ads are shoppable videos living on your For You page. And VSAs are designed to drive product discoverability and conversions. Now, let's not be afraid of words. Video shopping ads are the future of e-commerce on TikTok. And let me give you 4 reasons why. First one, we've simplified the way you buy video shopping ads on the platform. It's now happening under one single objective called product sales. Secondly, thanks to a more sophisticated targeting, you can now target users based on where they are on their purchase journey. 3, you can now unlock exclusive feature with your TikTok catalog and unlock products like product cards, instant product page, or catalog videos. Lastly, but not least, we've developed smart functionalities that automates creatives and redirections based on signals. And all of this is going to ensure that you're showing the right product to the right user at the right time. So today we're here to talk about creatives, right? So let's see the different creative options that VSA has to offer. First, we've got generic videos. So this will be a new or already existing standard video that belongs to you. Here we've got a great example from Mecca. They nailed this creative because there is consistency between the product getting shown here. So as you can see, you've got eye makeup and, well, that's pretty much the extent of my makeup knowledge. But what I'm saying here is that the products that you can see on the creative are matching the product that you can see at the bottom on the product card, which are also matching the products that you can see on the instant product page. Then video shopping ads also supports Spark ads. So it allows you to use an existing post, either from your own TikTok account or from a creator's account, as your ad creative. So for example, here we have bed threads, leaning into the organic POV trend to promote their linen bed sheets. And bed threads, they have a lot of different products that they sell on their website, but here they managed to stick to just one product category. And they did well, because that's what we see performing the best for video shopping ads on the platform. Finally, you can use catalog videos. So catalog videos are templates with dynamic fields that are populated based on your catalog product information. And it's the perfect solution to easily scale creatives. If we have a look at the creative behind me from Unas, it is a templated video. The only dynamic part here is where you can see that white shirt. And users might see these specific ads because they might have shown interest in this specific product in the past. So as I mentioned earlier, video shopping ads has smart functionalities. And let me tell you a bit more about one of them, dynamic format. So dynamic format is going to provide different creative experience to users based on whether they've been showing intent with your brand or your products in the past or not. So intent users will get served a catalog video, pushing a specific product that they might be interested in. When users who haven't shown any intent, well, they will be shown a generic video displaying multiple products for them to discover. And there's more. Dynamic format also use different combination of product cards and landing pages to maximize performance. And we're already seeing great success from advertisers using video shopping ads. Like American Eagle, for instance. This brand wanted to promote their summer collection on the platform. Hence, they decided to try out video shopping ads with dynamic format. And it paid off. They saw a 40% increase in return on ad spend and 32% reduction in their CPA when they compared their video shopping ads campaign with their standard conversion campaign. Their CPA results were actually 17% more efficient than the historical account average. It's pretty amazing, right? So I could easily keep on and tell you more about all the different VSA features, but you know what, let's just move to our next product, Smart Performance Campaign. So Smart Performance Campaign is an end-to-end automation solution that aims to make campaign setup and optimization a breeze. In the past, you had to go through your campaign level, then ad group level, then ad level to get set up. And once live, you had to, after a few days or a few weeks, refresh your creatives in order to avoid creative fatigue, right? Well, not with Smart Performance Campaign. You just need to enter your marketing objective, your budget, the country you want to target, your creative assets, and thanks to machine learning, the system does the rest, even optimizing. And you know what? Don't take it from me. Take it from these guys, Bondi Boost. So this Aussie brand was one of the first to try Smart Performance Campaign. And they wanted to see if this product could drive performance for their blowout brush campaign. So what they did is that the team ran an A/B test to compare the result between their Smart Performance Campaign with the results of a conversion campaign with automatic targeting. And let's say that Smart Performance Campaign did boost performance for Bondi Boost. Sorry, I had to do it. So Bondi Boost observed an 84% higher return on ad spend on their SPC campaign. And they've now fully integrated Smart Performance Campaign as part of their always-on strategy. This product is currently in beta, so if you're interested in trying it out, please make sure to reach out to your sales rep. And finally, our last product, Smart Creative. So this is probably one of the most exciting products that we're going to be testing out this year. Smart Creative is formed using two already existing products, automated creative optimization and auto generation and refresh. And this is our next generation automated creative solution that aims to simplify ad creation. The system is going to generate creative options based on the creative assets available. And then automate optimization by automatically refreshing the ads whenever creative fatigue is detected. So we're still at a really early stage for this product, so please watch this space. And just to recap, so we've gone through video shopping ads, Smart Performance Campaign, and Smart Creative. Now let's move on to creative platforms. So for this part, I'll be sharing the QR code corresponding to each platform, so please don't hesitate to get your phone out and scan those QR codes. All right, let's start with TikTok Creative Center. So what is trending on TikTok? What are the best performing ads look like? What are the hashtags, songs, and creators that are currently popular on the platform? What are the top keywords related to my brand or industry? Well, if you've ever been asking yourself any of those questions, know that all the answers are on TikTok Creative Center. For instance, did you know that the hashtag pedicure is currently trending in Portugal? Well, me neither, but that's something that I learned on TikTok Creative Center, so definitely check it out. And it is literally a one-stop shop for TikTok creative resources globally. So some of you might already be familiar with this one, TikTok Creator Marketplace. So TikTok Creator Marketplace is the official platforms for brands and creators' collaboration on TikTok. A platform where you can find the right creator for your campaign, where you can work together on concepts and videos, where you can transform the creator's video into a Spark ad, then execute and manage your campaign, and finally report back on the performance from this campaign. So unfortunately, you won't be able to find me on it. I've decided to give the other creators a chance. Anyway, let's dive into Les Pills. This fitness company from New Zealand managed to leverage TTCM, TikTok Creator Marketplace, to get the best performing assets. So Les Mills wanted to work with TikTok creators to promote their fall-winter collection with Reebok. So you know what? Let's have a quick look.
Key. Yeah, get you anything you want. Okay, look, let me talk it to him. Being honest, I'm obese with it. It's madder than eating. They was throwing deep shade. It's me, myself, and I'm trying to split this money 3 ways, keeping it like a keepsake.
So what you just saw was the video that one of the creators that they found on TikTok Creator Marketplace did for them. Because yes, they turned into TikTok Creator Marketplace to look for niche creators that belong to the fitness category based in the US. And they found some great creators to partner with, like Nia Papaya and Melina Strive, whom video you just watched. Then the brand used Spark ads to promote the creators' content, which led to an uplift in both click-through rate and video views. And if you're more into high-quality produced content, well, we've got you too. Let me introduce you to TikTok Creative Exchange. It is a one-stop solution that enables fast, scalable, and high-quality content production on TikTok. So this new platform connects you with trusted partners that are expert in producing high-performing creative assets. Also provides an end-to-end support from concept creation to video production. And it also facilitates efficient collaboration at scale. And we should be starting testing out TikTok Creative Exchange later this year, so stay tuned. So after today, I'm confident that whatever original creative idea you have in mind, you now have all the tools to bring it to life. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I know this was quite a lot, but don't you worry. We're going to be sending you out all the content in a follow-up email so you can browse on everything. And also, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to come up to me and ask away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jules, for those solutions. I am particularly excited about video shopping ads, and I cannot wait to see how brands use it. Now we're up to my most favorite part of the day, where we get to hear directly from clients as to how they're setting up for performance success on TikTok. And just a reminder that you can send your questions through to this QR code, and we'll do our best to answer some of those at the end of this panel. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our dear panelists, Hannah Phyllis, Head of Digital Marketing at Mecca, and let's swipe right for Rory Turley, who is our Senior Marketing Manager at Tinder. And we also have Bella joining us back on the stage. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for
I think
having
let's
us.
just get into it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with you, Hannah. Talk us through your performance journey and how has your experience been so far?
Well, it's been amazing, and we love working with TikTok. We actually started doing brand awareness campaigns. We knew that the audience was very engaged on the platform, and so we wanted to do to build awareness of Mecca with Gen Z and the audience we were seeing. And it performed amazingly well. And so with the team at TikTok and with their support, we decided to do a 90-day trial that was purely performance. And we saw incredible results and very quickly moved to full funnel campaigns on the platform to really accelerate what we were seeing in terms of results.
I love that. And Rory, talk to me about Tinder.
I'm proud to say we were early adopters of TikTok in Australia, which meant we were able to get in and test out as much app inventory as we could get our hands on, and get in with some of the really early single creators that were on the platform, and start telling different stories. We first started out doing a lot of high impact placements to work out how we could cut through, and we were really pleasantly surprised to see that we could actually deliver incrementality back into the business with these breakthrough brand moments. Because cheap installs are great, but at the end of the day, we want quality users that are contributing to our ecosystem, right? So we scaled out a full funnel approach from there with both organic and paid components, and approaching it with both of those prongs of organic and paid really allows us to diversify our tactics on platform, and scale spend up and down to where we see performance.
I love that. And how have you found adapting your traditional performance approach to the TikTok platform? And what is the role that TikTok plays inside your performance ecosystem? And I'm going to go to you, Hannah, again.
I mean, one of the biggest differences that we've seen is the traditional advertising, high production, full teams, videographers, editors, really hasn't worked on TikTok for us. We've actually found that the more native the content, and that does mean giving teams iPhones and kind of letting them run free, actually is where we see the performance really maximize. Even things like using in-app text, using in-app transitions, all those things that make the content feel less like an ad is where we've seen the biggest difference to our traditional advertising. And actually, that is in all parts of the funnel, right from awareness, consideration, down to the conversion tactics.
I love that, Rory.
Yeah, not that this is a paid advertisement for iPhones, but I would say content that does come from our Gen Z team members, micro creators, to Hannah's point, sometimes far outperforms and deliver us the cheapest CPIs versus high production content or content that maybe features the key creators in Australia. I would say if you're a performance marketer and you are just thinking about dipping your toe into TikTok or convincing clients about to get onto TikTok, a lot of the fundamental performance techniques still work, so there's no real need to rip up the performance playbook. I think you've just got to be a little bit braver with testing different tactics and creative ways in to break through. I mean, this example that's showing up behind me was shot by a Gen Z team member in another country, actually, and it doesn't rely on VO. The role of the product in Gen Z lives is very clear here, and it's kind of like a moment we can all have a chuckle at. And sometimes just those moments that show real and authentic experiences and the role of the product in people's lives just break through for us versus an ad that's screaming, just download, install now. Yeah.
That's awesome. Bella, we heard earlier in your presentation that we're seeing more proof of the synergistic value of doing both branding and performance and having a full funnel optimization that can help improve those performance KPIs. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that approach?
Yeah, of course. So brand performance is really a holistic approach where your branding and your performance strategies complement with each other with a goal of being able to drive effective conversions in short term, but also to build long-term demand through the branding activities as well. So the way we design the measurement solution is that we hope to verify a hypothesis that adding a branding campaign on top of performance campaign can help you to achieve effectiveness and efficiency in your performance KPIs, such as higher conversion rate, lower CPA, and also enhance your ROAS, but also to expand your audience as your brand campaigns can help you to reach to new audience, right? So the way we do it is for those running brand lift studies on TikTok, you will be familiar. We use the brand lift study methodology to have a randomized gesture to split our target target audience into two groups. So one group exposed to your brand campaign, one group's not exposed to your brand campaign, and then we expose both audience to your performance activities, and then be able to see the conversion lift comparing to people exposed to both campaigns, brand plus performance, versus those only exposed to performance campaigns. And we've talked a bit previously on the success we have seen on TikTok.
Now, Rory, you and I work together closely, which I love, and I know you're on a bit of a brand performance journey. Can you tell everyone what you've learned so far?
Yeah, for sure. Brand performance is quite a fundamental idea when we're approaching our media strategy. Australians have very established opinions of online dating, whether or not they're single or not, have used an app or not. And so to really move the dial on performance, lower funnel, we have to do a lot more work upper mid funnel to drive reconsideration of our brand and to address people's brand perceptions. And so
It's been 5 years.
You've given the creative example away. I was just going to hype up, but anyway. Pretend you didn't see that. Yeah, so to romance people through the funnel, we need to do a little bit more work about showing the brand in new ways that people may not have traditionally seen. And so this is a campaign that we are super proud of, that we launched for Pride season this year. So to mark the 5th anniversary of marriage equality, we announced a national search for queer couples that had met on Tinder, and we're now ready to make that next step and get married in a very extra wedding that we are going to pay for and plan. So over the coming months, we're going to tell the really rich and diverse stories of these couples that met on Tinder, and show people the possibilities that can really be sparked from that very first match of getting on the app. And so showing people the possibilities that they may not have considered for themselves for online dating and for using Tinder is really important if we're going to have plenty of volume and scale in the lower funnel. And I think if you're a brand that maybe is new, you don't have very high awareness in market, you don't have very established brand perceptions, it can be, very easy and tactical to always be thinking lower funnel and seeking the lowest CPAs or the highest ROAS. But to really make sure you're hitting your long-term goals, you need to be building volume in the funnel, upper funnel. And by doing that, you need to take people on a bit of a journey, tell them what your brand is, what you stand for, and why you're different, what you offer them. So I think for any marketer, brand performance is a really important lens to have on your strategy because it's sort of setting you up for longer term success.
You're nailing brand performance, I love that. Now, we've learned today that creative plays a critical role in how your brand performs, especially on the TikTok platform. Hannah, can you tell us how you have approached creativity when running performance campaigns on TikTok? What is the Mecca secret sauce, if you can share that with us?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we outfitted all the team with iPhones, number one, and really had them go out and test and learn. So that might be going on shoots, creating behind-the-scenes content. It might also be jumping on trends that they've seen on TikTok and applying that to our content. They also do things like, it's a sunny day outside, taking product, seeing what they can create just with what we have around us. And actually, those type of things that we were producing for our organic channel, we started to bring into our paid content, and that's where we really did see immediate success. So this is actually an example of some of the first performance campaigns that we did in terms of conversion. It was for our campaign, New Now Wow, which showcases our new products and brands. And what we did with this is, first of all, made it super native. It's filmed on an iPhone, it uses in-app text. We also then, thought about ways that we could provide consistency, even if we were changing up the creative every couple of weeks as products dropped. And that came with including the Mecca branding via the box, via the stickers, via the idea of having your purchase wrapped, which you can get in store. And then also just including, our branded colors. So, a lot of pink and Mecca. So bringing that in as well. And actually, this is something that we're able to produce, in the office, in a meeting room, in a corner. week on week, really, and we've seen incredible results, and actually allows us to feature as many brands and products and keep things new and fresh for our audience.
Rory, I'd love to hear your perspective on this and how Tinder's approaching creativity within the performance space.
Yeah, so I touched on before the sort of the style of creative approach we have when it comes to actually populating assets. But I think the one takeaway I always like to think about of creators is like, yes, you want it to have a very clear point of view and educate users on like the core differences and benefits of your product. But once you've got the creative out there, like give a little bit more time to understanding the reach and frequency that you require on that creative to actually learn if it's cutting through and performing for you. I think a lot of the time as performance marketers, we can sometimes have a bit of a bias to taking cues from data early on in campaigns and optimizing away from certain creatives. But for us, I often find that the creative that drives the best return sometimes needs to have a frequency on it 2 to 3 times bigger than what you actually think it is. The For You page is obviously a very busy pace, and so cutting through and getting attention is important.
So building on that approach to creativity, Hannah, how do you approach working with creators? Can you share any recommendations you have for advertising in that space?
Yes, I mean, the first thing is ignore the numbers. We don't look at anyone's following. We don't look at their kind of reach. What we look for are people creating great content. We look for brand affinity and also relevance for the campaigns we're running. So an example would be, you know, if someone's already posting about Mecca, they shop with us, they love the products, great. You know, we already know that they love what we're providing. The other thing is if it's campaign relevant. So for Mother's Day, we really wanted to do something, work with creators and featuring their parents. And so rather than looking for people who posted about beauty, we actually looked for creators who were already posting their parents on their content on the platform. So it was campaign relevant. We also use creators, you'll be able to see here, in our Beauty Loop campaigns, which is our loyalty campaign. It happens several times a year. It's one of our biggest retail moments. And essentially, depending on what level you are, you receive different products. So this campaign, we worked with creators to really not just show what you were getting in your Beauty Loop gift, but actually how to use it. So it had a double effectiveness in that it was driving people to convert to receive their Beauty Loop box, but also, once they got it, how they could use it.
And Rory, how about you?
Yeah, we often use creators to tell diverse and authentic stories. So when people are engaging with the brand, they're hearing from real life people and the experiences they have with Tinder. In the background, an example that we're showing here is from a campaign we did called 30 Days, 30 Dates, where we actually took a crew of creators and we sent them on 30 dates. We traveled along with them on the dates from when they first matched and met this person on Tinder to actually having the date in person. And we were able then to tell that story like through our organic page with like a lot of rich content that the creators produced for us, but also through the paid funnel. And it was a really effective way for us to actually illustrate to people how to use the product, some new product features that had come out, but it really heroed the creator's voice and came from their perspective, and that was really powerful. Yeah.
Love that. This one's for you, Bella. What advice do you have for businesses who are not selling products? What observations would you have for their creative elements?
Yeah, so good one. Business not selling products, so thinking about those selling subscription surveys. So I think people have the misconception that you have very limited room where you can show your product features. But actually on TikTok, I can see a lot of freedoms you can use. Say, for example, have a creator to endorse you to show the experience, just like the one we showed earlier, the Dyson one. And also, I think it's quite effective what we're saying is using multiple brand cues to help you to stand out from the crowd. I'm again thinking about those streaming platforms. When you show that creatively, clearly having your brand cues consistently used, integrated in your creative so audience knows this program is for that platform. And finally, with a strong call to action to encourage immediate trial or subscription. So I've seen the creatives integrated with those elements have been really effectively, even for surveys-based business.
Thanks, Bella. Okay, now thank you for sending through your questions. Hayley has sent some through to me, so I've randomly chosen some. I hope that's okay. So this one is for Hannah or Rory. Is there anything exciting you're thinking of launching on TikTok in the near future? I'm going to go to you, Hannah.
Yes, there is. We are about to launch our annual beauty election. It's a huge time for Mecca. It allows both our team members, but most importantly our customers, to have a say about what products they think are the best. And last year we did an amazing campaign on TikTok. We took the TikTok made me buy it and did Mecca made me love it campaign. And what was really good is that we actually put our team members in the campaign. We put them in the creative. We gave them like a pretty good free license to kind of share the products that they loved. And so we're very excited to be kind of leveling that up this year and bringing that back to TikTok.
I love that, Rory. Tell us what's happening on Tinder.
I mean, we're always doing fabulous things, but this year I'm particularly excited about the big Tinder wedding that I just spoke about. We're going to be bringing that journey to life on TikTok by introducing you to the couples that have won the experience, get into their story, and then we're actually going to follow them down the aisle. We're going to go to their bucks party, hens party, whatever party, we'll be there. The wedding and the after party, and we're telling that whole story in a lot of different ways on TikTok, and I'm really excited about it.
I love that. And are you using any particular ad solution within that?
Not as part of that, but in terms of ad solutions, we are doing a test very soon on the new story selection feature, which is going to be a really engaging and interesting test for us. If no one knows that much about the feature, it actually allows the user to choose from ending A or ending B, and the viewer can go on their own adventure. And I think we all know that dating can be an adventure and anything can unfold. So it really ladders up to the possibilities that can happen for our brand, which is great.
I love it. Now, Bella, there's a question for you, which I am going to delve into. You spoke about brand cues earlier. Can you provide more context on what type of brand cues?
Yeah, there's a diversity of brand cues you can use on TikTok. So the way I think about it is always the visual and the sound. So visual, I'm not only talking about your brand logos. You can use anything related. People had that memory linkage with your brand in terms of visual presentations, right? So we're talking about brand colors, some star products. I've seen Mecca used a lot in those creatives. I always know from the product, this is from Mecca. And also retailers, the stores where you're selling the product. And sometimes I know brands collaborate with some creators and they almost have a very close partnership. And people, when see the creators, they already know it's for that brand. But also don't forget the sounds of your brand. So branded music, jingles, and the things you're using on other platforms, the music, you can also integrate it on TikTok to make that consistent memory linkage, building that between your ad and your brand.
I love that. Now we're going to do a rapid fire question here because we are coming to time soon. This is one for you all. What is a trend that you are leaning into? What is on your For You page? Hannah.
I'll go first. On my For You page this week and last week is very heavily Eurovision dominated. Not only am I obsessed with it, but it was actually held in Liverpool, which is where I'm from. So TikTok has kind of been making me feel like I'm at home in Eurovision madness. Love it.
Excellent.
Ahead of European summer, I'm just deep in travel talk. I'm getting a lot of Italian villa content, which I'm just leaning into. My fabulous boss is in the audience. I haven't yet had my annual leave approved, but just so she knows.
Well, we've got to get that Italian men happening on it for you, Rory. Bella?
For me, previously, I think it's 90% about pets. Love pets. But now, as a first-time mom, I enjoy a lot of parenting videos, those fun videos. I just watch, see how hilarious they are, or some education content about parenting tips. I just send it to my husband. Watch.
Excellent. And then finally, to close, one piece of advice when considering running a performance campaign on TikTok. Bella, let's start with you.
Yeah, so I think from a creative effectiveness point of view, I would go down to the 5 fundamentals we talk about. Those ones are easy start ways, ones you can easily integrate it in your TikTok campaigns, and we know that drives strong performance results. But also, like, be agile, test and learn with us to see what creative elements works best for you to create that perfect formula for your campaign. And just take it as a fun journey, and you always have a reliable TikTok crew to be with you to explore.
Hannah?
I'm going to double down on the try content with an iPhone. Even if you are still producing very high production, full set creative, create the same thing, film the same thing on an iPhone, do an A/B test. It doesn't need to be a big investment, doesn't need to be a large budget, but definitely try it with an iPhone, try native text, and don't quote me on it, but I think you'll see a really big improvement in results.
Rory, bring us home.
I would go back to my previous comment. The For You page is a really crowded environment. So as a performance marketer, don't always be steered by the CPA. Get a sense of the reach and frequency that's required to actually break through in platform, so you can build plenty of volume and audiences with high intent that you can keep coming back to, and so your point of diminishing return isn't low.
That's all we have time for today, so please join me in thanking our panelists, Hannah, Rory, and Bella.
Thank you. Great life.
Now, we are so grateful you joined us here this afternoon, here in the room and also online, and we are excited to partner with you on your performance journey on TikTok in the future. Now, as mentioned, this is a TikTok tour, which is pretty cool. We have a lot to talk about, so much so we could not fit it all into one event, and we are heading to Sydney next to reveal more fresh insights on how to master performance success. So for those joining us online today in Sydney, make sure you hit up your TikTok rep and ensure you get a seat at the actual venue, and there's always an opportunity to join us online. For those in the room today, stick around. There's a breakout session up at the back at the bar area there, pointing in the right direction. Braden, if you turn around, you can have a look right now, is waving. Braden is our head of technical account management at TikTok. And Braden's going to be guiding you through how to set up your performance auction campaigns for success. And for those not joining us at the breakout, check out the TikTok Works HQ desk, where we will have TikTok experts helping you with any questions that you may have. And as a reminder, if you want some TikTok swag, and I tell you, it is always good, make sure that you scan the QR code and let us know what you thought of the content today and show your completion of the survey to nab that swag. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.